So what does it cost to become a pilot? That's a tricky question that we get here all the time. It's tricky because there are several different ways to go about flight training, and you have to prioritize what's important to you. For example, if flying for the airlines is your goal, then speed is the key. You want to get through your initial training as quickly as possible because in the airlines, seniority is everything. There are several different schools and programs out there that specialize in this, and they have accelerated programs that can usually get you from 0 hours to flight instructor in a matter of months. But these are pricey. These programs can range anywhere from $50,000 to over $100,000, but don't let those price tags scare you off right away. Some of these are collegiate programs that qualify for federal financial aid, and others have different financing options available. Now, the reason these programs are so expensive is because they usually have some benefits attached. These benefits could include things like guaranteed airline jobs, early flight benefits, or lower hour minimums for further qualifications. Now, another way to do it is through a smaller local flight school. These mom and pop type operations usually have fairly reasonable prices for aircraft rentals and flight instructor rates. The benefit here is that you can choose your own pace. If you want to take your time and pay as you go, then this may be the option for you. You choose your own speed here, so maybe some days you really want to dig in and some days you want to relax with just a fun flight. For those looking at this method, I usually tell people to expect to pay somewhere around $10,000 to $15,000 for a private pilot certificate, more or less. Which again, sounds like a lot, but if you go at your own pace and you spread it out over time, you could get away with this without having to borrow any money or financing any of your flight training. Now, the last option sounds like the most extreme, but hear me out. Buy your own plane. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but oftentimes that is the cheapest way to do it. If you have good credit and can snag a small trainer plane for say $30,000, $40,000, then your monthly plane payment could be less than what you would be spending at a big flight school. And since you aren't paying for the rental, your only additional training cost is going to be the flight instructor. Now, airplanes don't depreciate the same way that cars do, so when it's all said and done, you should be able to sell your plane for pretty close to what you paid for it, thus getting your private pilot certificate for only the cost of the flight instructor on the training side. So why doesn't everyone do that? Well, there are some cons in the form of airplane ownership headaches. Because keep in mind that you will be responsible for where it's stored, its gas, its maintenance, its upkeep, and all the other fees associated with the joys of owning an airplane. So it really just depends on you, where you are financially, and what are your goals. One thing that remains true for all of these different options is that you can save money doing your ground school at home. Gold Seal has been helping pilots do their ground school online longer than any other company, and that means spending less money with your CFI on the ground and more productive lessons in the air. Today's the day to start. Click the free test drive, and we'll see you inside.